Let's talk about one of the recent big old lies that Attorney General Bill Barr told to the American people. Why are we going to talk about this? Because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So yesterday, former U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Geoffrey Berman, testified before the House Judiciary Committee. Now, his testimony was behind closed doors, but he issued his opening statement, and he released it publicly so we could see at least some of what he intended to tell Congress. And here is what we learned. On Friday, June 19th, Bill Barr had an assistant summon Geoff Berman to a hotel suite in New York. Bill Barr was there. Bill Barr told then U.S. Attorney Geoff Berman, you know, you're doing a great job, appreciate your hard work, and I want you to resign. Geoff Berman said, well, I don't want to resign and I don't intend to resign. And Bill Barr, in substance, said, yeah, well, here's the thing. The administration, Donald Trump, wants to install in your position a guy named Jay Clayton. Now, Jay Clayton is currently the head of the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, a guy who's never been a prosecutor, but he is a golfing buddy of Donald Trump's. So Bill Barr tells Geoff Berman, I want you to resign because the president wants Jay Clayton to be the top prosecutor in New York. Here is what Geoff Berman told the Attorney General about that. He said, quote, I told the Attorney General that I knew and liked Jay Clayton, but he was an unqualified choice for U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York because he was never an AUSA federal prosecutor and had no criminal experience, close quote. So Attorney General Bill Barr said, well, yeah, you know, I appreciate your input, but I want you to resign because we're going to install Jay Clayton in your position. Geoff Berman said, well, I'm not going to resign. I have important cases that I am overseeing, and I want to see them through to fruition. What important cases was Geoff Berman overseeing? Well, let's see. He's overseeing the Deutsche Bank investigation. He's overseeing the prosecution of Lev and Igor in the criminal investigation into their associate Rudy Giuliani. He's overseeing the investigation into the Trump inaugural committee in which they're alleged to have accepted illegal foreign donations. He's also continuing to oversee the Michael Cohen case. Yes, Michael Cohen pled guilty and has been sent to prison, and he's been in and out of prison a few times now. But his co-defendant, individual one, Donald Trump, has not yet been prosecuted because he's a sitting president, and the OLC tells us we can't prosecute him, so that can't happen until January. All of these matters are still cases that Geoff Berman is overseeing and feels strongly about seeing through to fruition. So Geoff Berman told Bill Barr, yeah, I'm not resigning. So here is what Bill Barr says next. Quote, the Attorney General said that if I did not resign from my position, I would be fired. Close quote. So what happens next? They part ways, and this is Friday the 19th, the afternoon hours. And what we next learn is that the Department of Justice, Bill Barr's Department of Justice, issues a press release saying Geoff Berman has decided to step down. Here's what Geoff Berman had to say about that in his opening statement. Quote, sometime after 9:14 p.m. on Friday, I became aware that the DOJ issued a press release that I would be stepping down. That statement was false. Close quote. That's your Attorney General, ladies and gentlemen. That is a well-respected, highly regarded U.S. Attorney, Geoff Berman, testifying to Congress that the Attorney General for the United States lied to the American people. Bill Barr is not doing the work of the American people. He's not doing the work on behalf of me, on behalf of you. He's not representing our interests as he is duty-bound to do. He is representing one person and one person only, Donald Trump. He is Donald Trump's fixer. He is Donald Trump's enabler. He is Donald Trump's criminal defense attorney. And folks, we have to call this out every day. No safe haven for these governmental crooks, for this corruption, for this abuse. We have to stay on it, stay on it, stay on it. Because if we do, then we'll be able to say at the end of the day, justice is coming. Let's get after it, folks. I look forward to talking with you all again soon.